Okay, so let's take a look at the Motion 4 interface here. And some of these things are going to be things you're familiar with, some of them are going to be new, but remember that anytime you're learning a new piece of software, look for things you know should be there, such as toolbars and inspector windows or places to change things properties. So the main area in Motion 4 that we're going to be seeing our work in is right here. This is the canvas. So anytime you make a change to your piece or you want to see what's happening, this is where you do it. Down here at the bottom you have controls to play your movie. Play from the beginning there. Play, rewind, fast forward, and record, which doesn't do what you might think it does at first glance, but we'll get to that later. Up here at the top, we have the toolbar. And this is going to contain most of the things you need to work on your project. Over here on the right, it's going to have sections that allow you to see more parts of your project and add windows to it. And right here, we have buttons that allow you to do things to certain aspects of your project. Then over here will be tools you're more familiar with, such as the pointer, the hand to move things around, zoom tool, some drawing tools for paint and shapes, and of course a text tool. Over here is your inspector. So this is where you go to adjust the properties of something once you have it selected. And also in this area right up here we have some tabs. We have our library, which is the repository for all the stuff that Motion comes available with, and the file browser here, which allows you to have some access to other things that are on your computer. It's probably one of the things I use least on this program. Okay, so these are the basic windows. Now, we can see more information when we need to if we go right up here to these windows. So, um, if we want to see a layer palette, similar to what we have in Photoshop, we're going to hit this project button. So it's called something different, but it has a layered structure, just like Photoshop. So we see here our layers are in groups, and we can show and hide those with this little drop-down menu. We can show and hide certain aspects of those by clicking here, just like in Photoshop. We get a little preview icon right here, so we know what those are. Over on the right, we can lock these so they can't be edited, and we can change from 2D to 3D as we need to. Up here in the project pane, we can of course see the media and audio that we can bring into the project. I don't have any external objects in this project, so we don't have anything else in there. And of course we can add a new group right here, and we can subtract those groups right there. So similar to the page icon on Photoshop. And we can show and hide that once again by looking over here in the project button. Now, the biggest difference from this and still image editing program is that we need a way to edit things over time. So we come up and hit the timing button there. That's going to bring up our timeline. Anybody that's edited video, this is going to be familiar, and this is basically a timeline that has a scale of frames up here at the top. Has sections that represent each of our groups from from our project, similar to the project pane, but here they're extended out over time. So that's our basic timeline. We can add and subtract things in this section as well. We have a keyframe editor, which we'll get to more extensively later, and we can look at audio as well if we have any of that in our project. But this is going to allow us to adjust how things happen um, over time. So that's the basic layout, and we'll get into that as we go along.